Um, I'm just leaving group, and the topic was, I'm sorry, I'm really dissociated right now. The topic was self-identity, and which is a really difficult subject for me, because I don't know if I've ever explained this before, because I really can't think right now, but I feel like I'm only three things. I am bulimic, and I am worthy of being sexually abused and raped, and I am worthy of being physically abused and neglected. And that's what I am. I'm abuse and rape and bulimia. And at the end, we had to go around and like write in an index card like who we are at our best. And I said like I don't mean to be like a Debbie Downer. There's no difference for me. So it doesn't matter if I'm having a really good day or having a really bad day. Like those three things. That's a constant. That's who I always am. I think I did mention that because I mentioned how if I didn't have my bulimia, that's losing part of who I am. But so anyhow, we had to answer all these questions about what does it mean to be female, and when did you first realize you were female, and when did you first realize that being a girl was bad, and we only got to the front of that page, thank God, because the back of the page is even worse. Like, who taught you what being female was supposed to be about? And sorry, this is a real bumpy road. And what influenced that, and who you told by, and then the fourth question being, have you lived up to those expectations? And I had no intention of sharing those answers. And I was always like the very girly girl princess type. I knew from a very young age that I was a girl and that girls are supposed to be pretty, and that meant being thin, and that meant that not being very comfortable sometimes, but it didn't matter because you were pretty. And it meant being quiet and not being seen or heard, which I was really bad at those last two things because I was kind of a zealous child. And I know my dad was very like old school about that kind of thing. Like there's man's work and there's woman's work, and to this day when I'm there, I'm an adult. I can handle manual labor. I greatly dislike it, but I can handle manual labor. Like he'll have my brothers outside for hours and hours and hours taking care of the yard, but he does not let, my mom or I touch a thing. But it's always been like the women's work that was my job, and then I felt like my other job was to be used for the purpose of satisfaction by a man. Like that was the other thing I was supposed to do. I was supposed to be pretty. I was supposed to be quiet, and pretty meant that men would pay attention to you, and that was desirable. And it meant that men were going to touch you and take advantage of you and hurt you, and it didn't matter because you weren't supposed to say anything. And so you should just deal with it. And that carried over for a long time. Not just for the first 5 years I was abused. When I was raped when I was 13, and then again at 19, and looking back, I always felt like there were situations that I could have, if I been smarter, I wouldn't have put myself in the situation to begin with. Not that I was doing anything that was like obnoxiously slutty, but it was, I knew better than to be with this person, or I knew better than to flirt with this person, or I knew better than to wear what I was wearing around this person. To understand that's not really how it works, but in my head that's how it works. And but if they were going to take advantage of me, they were going to take advantage of me, and that was beyond my control, because that's what I was to be used for. So, and I didn't have to say that in the group, which was really nice. And I was very dissociated at the end. And I just really wanted to get up and leave. I didn't really want to be around anyone. Sorry, the scenery kind of sucks. So I'm going to go into 7-Eleven right now, and I'm going to get cigarettes and binge food. And I'm going to try to make this feeling go away. I feel so like dirty and shameful and wrong just for being female, like just for like something I'm inherently supposed to be by design. I'm a female, and that is still not acceptable. That's still not okay, and not useful, and has very little purpose except for the satisfaction of someone else. So I'm gonna go in here and see what's going on, get some food, do something, and I hope you guys have a good night.